50 Ferraris all doing 150 miles an hour coming down at the end of the first straight. That was certainly a challenge in that. My name's Paul Rogers, and I am a Ferrari Challenge driver in the UK series. I'm in my third season. I've also done 6 European race events as well within Ferrari Challenge. Preparation for race day, starts really the week or two before. I train just to keep myself fit anyway. So I'm doing yoga classes twice a week, and I do weights classes, and I cycle and do a lot of walking with my dog. Saturday's a very busy day. The Saturday week 2 free practice sessions. Then in between we've got technical sessions with the engineers, and then we've got photograph sessions. We might have a video for Ferrari, we might have something to do, and then you might have some kids coming around the garage, and you might have some guests with you, and then you've got to fit a lunch in, and then you've got your qualifying, then your race. And Saturday just goes, but on Sunday there's a little bit of time to relax. In fact, I prefer it busy, to be honest, then you don't need to think too much actually.
Cars make their way through turn 1. For the time being as well. Hans Dickens has extended his gap out at front, 1.4 seconds now, the gap between first and second between Lucky Kira, running out wide though, a spin.
Car is actually called a 488 Challenge Evo. It's got a lot more aero on it, and aero obviously forces the car down, which means you can get on the corners faster, and the aero is about 50% more efficient than the previous model. It's got the same engine as the road car, 770 brake horsepower. Obviously it's got race brakes, race setup, it's got race suspension, it's got computers built into it, and cameras and all kinds of gizmos. We have a Foxes actually around where we live, and some people don't like them. I love them actually. I think it's great. It's amazing that urban foxes can survive, So into the design of the car, it was actually a guy in Leeds who did the design, and he does wrapping and stuff. And his guy designed it for me, and I said, you need to put a fox in. So I had a guy do my fox. So I own my fox. It's copyrighted, believe it or not. And I've got it on my helmet, and I've got it in a number of places on the car, and the car's called the Fox.
My name is Tom Nichols. I'm part of the sales team here at Ferrari in Leeds, and I help Paul with his time at Ferrari with the Ferrari Challenge Series. So Paul started racing with us. Prior to that, he worked his way through the Ferrari Pilota driving courses. So he ended up driving a challenge car as part of that scheme, and then said to us, I'd like to go racing, what do we have to do? We've had 2 drivers drive for JCT 600 over the years as part of the UK Challenge Series. Paul's been fantastic, incredibly consistent, and really pushed the envelope each time he's been out, and we've seen some fantastic results as part of his sort of commitment to the series. Getting involved with the Ferrari Challenge Series is incredibly simple. Really, the first steps are to come and speak with us here at the dealership. We've got an array of knowledge. The cars are purchased directly from the dealership, and we can help with the licensing as well. That means that you can get behind the wheel of the Ferrari Challenge car within a space of days rather than years of building yourself up to the level to drive this kind of horsepower car on track. We're incredibly proud to have Paul as our driver for the UK Challenge Series. Paul is fantastic both on and off the circuit. We have some great battles out there. He has his opponents, which are regulars, and we see some fantastic tussling out on circuit. But equally, his results are superb. He's getting better each time he goes out, and we're seeing championships coming closer and closer to us. Having Paul Rogers as a Ferrari Challenge driver means a massive amount to JCT 600. So we thank Paul for his participation and really look forward to everything that next year brings for him.
biggest challenge within racing? Let me think a little bit. I think actually, I mean, apart from getting into the car the first time, which was obviously a big challenge, and I'd done some sim work and I'd done some work in karts and things, and I'd actually been a passenger in the race car with my coach. The biggest thing I think was doing the European race. So over here in the UK in the series, we have between say 13 and 20 cars on the grid. So when you come up with the start, there's 10 rows of 2, and everybody kind of knows each other, and you know, we're all quite respectful. We're not going to bash into each other. But when you go across to a European race, there's 50 cars on the grid. So you've got 25 rows of 2. We have a lot of rain in the UK, obviously, and the UK series, I would say up to half the races are wet. You know, we've just been qualified here this morning and that was in the wet. I didn't get the pole position today, but that was just one of those things. But in the rain, if we get a rain race, I'm confident in the rain. I kind of feel the car, I kind of feel the car around me. And a lot of people get scared of the rain, and it gets in their head and they just don't drive well. I'm the opposite actually. I quite look forward to having a bit of rain, and because it gives me better opportunities. So that's opened the door for us now to get to, instead of getting second place, now we can get some first places, and I got a first place at Wilton Park last time out, and I was really proud of that. But because you know, it isn't easy. It's not easy winning. You know, you've got to qualify, you've got to start well, you've got to do the race, you've got to pass people, you've got to stay safe, you've got to get your car around.